Have you ever noticed how you can laugh all night, smile in every photo, say all the right things, and then the moment you get home, your body feels like it just ran a marathon? Your phone is buzzing, your friends are texting, but all you want is silence. Not because you hate people, not because something is wrong with you, but because socializing quietly drains you, like a battery that never charges in a crowd. Maybe you sit on your bed in the dark, still hearing voices in your head. You replay the night while your skin feels too tight, and you think, why am I like this? Everyone else seems fine. That thought alone can make you pull away from people you actually miss. If that is you, listen closely, because the people who feel drained after socializing are not weak, boring, or antisocial. They are often the most observant people in the room, the most sensitive, the most emotionally intelligent, and sometimes the ones carrying the heaviest invisible weight. Here is the psychology of why social time can feel like a workout for your nervous system, even when you enjoyed it. 1. Your brain is doing more work than other people notice. Some people walk into a room and just exist. They talk, they react, they float. But if you feel drained after socializing, your brain is usually scanning, calculating, adjusting. You notice tiny changes in tone. You sense who is uncomfortable. You read the pause before someone answers. You pick up on the energy shift when a new person arrives. That is not overthinking. That is high social sensitivity. Psychologists sometimes connect this to a trait called sensory processing sensitivity. It is basically a nervous system that processes more information, more deeply. So while others are having a simple conversation, you are subconsciously doing extra layers of analysis. And that analysis costs energy. Your mind is like a phone with 50 apps running in the background. Even if you are smiling, the battery is dropping. This is also why you might feel tired even after a good hangout. It was good, but it was intense, because you were paying attention to everything. 2. You are performing, even when you think you are being yourself. Let me paint a scene. You are talking to someone. You nod at the right moments. You laugh when they laugh. You ask questions. You try to look interested. You are not faking, but you are managing. That is called self-monitoring. It is the psychological habit of adjusting your behavior to fit the social environment. It can be a skill. It can make you likable. It can make you successful. But it is also exhausting, because you are not just having a conversation. You are running a live performance, with a director in your head whispering, say something clever. Do not be awkward. Keep the vibe. Do not overshare. People who grew up needing to be easy around others often become master self-monitors. Maybe you learned early that being quiet made people worry, or being too honest made people react badly. So you developed a social version of yourself that keeps the peace. The problem is, even if that version is still you, it takes effort to maintain. And effort burns fuel. This is why you can leave a group and suddenly feel empty. You are holding your personality in shape, like a clenched fist. And now you finally let go. 3. You absorb emotions like a sponge, and you do not realize it. Some people can sit next to stress and feel nothing. Others feel it in their chest. If you feel drained after socializing, you may have high empathy. Not just the kind that understands emotions, but the kind that catches them. In psychology, there is a concept called emotional contagion. It means emotions spread between people, almost like a virus. If someone is anxious, you start feeling tense. If someone is insecure, you begin doubting yourself. If someone is excited, you get energized, but also overwhelmed. Now imagine being in a group where everyone is carrying something. One person is trying to impress. Another is silently sad. Someone is jealous. Someone is overconfident to hide fear. You may not name it out loud, but your nervous system is picking it up. And when you have high emotional intelligence, you often respond by regulating the room. You make jokes to lighten the mood. You listen extra carefully. You give reassurance. You smooth awkward moments. That is emotional labor. It is the hidden work of managing feelings, yours and theirs, so everyone feels comfortable. And it is one of the biggest reasons you feel tired after just talking, because you were not just talking, you were carrying the atmosphere. 4. Your social battery is linked to boundaries, not just personality. People love to label this as introversion. And yes, introverts often recharge alone, but not everyone who feels drained is introverted. Sometimes you feel drained because your boundaries are too open. You say yes when you mean maybe. You stay longer than you want. You respond to every message immediately. You let people vent to you because you do not want to seem cold. You agree to plans because you fear disappointing someone, and then you wonder why you're exhausted. Psychology calls this people-pleasing, but beneath that is often a deeper fear. The fear that your needs will make you less lovable, so you trade your energy for acceptance. This connects to attachment patterns too. If you have an anxious attachment style, socializing can feel like a test. Did they like me? Did I say something wrong? Are they pulling away? Your brain keeps checking for signs of rejection. Even if nothing is happening, your nervous system stays on alert. That is why you can feel drained after spending time with people you love, because your body was still trying to earn safety. And here is the painful part. The more you ignore your limits, the more your body forces you to rest. It starts as tiredness, then it becomes irritability, then numbness, then you start avoiding everyone, not because you hate them, but because your boundaries were never protecting you. 5. Your brain does not end the social moment when the hangout ends. Some people leave a party and instantly move on. They forget the awkward joke. They forget the weird silence. They forget the look someone gave them. But if you feel drained after socializing, your mind might replay everything. This is called post-event processing. It is common in social anxiety, but it can also happen in highly reflective people. You review the conversation like game footage. Why did I say that? Was that too much? Did they think I was boring? Did I interrupt? Should I have asked more questions? That mental replay is not harmless. It keeps your stress response active. Your body thinks the event is still happening, so it cannot fully relax. It is also tied to negativity bias. The brain naturally focuses more on potential mistakes than on what went well, because it is trying to protect you from future embarrassment. So even if 90% of the night was fine, your mind zooms in on the one moment you felt weird. And then you wake up the next day feeling like you were emotionally hungover. Now here is the twist. If you relate to these points, it does not mean you are broken. It means your social system is powerful, but it needs the right settings. So what do you do with this information? First, stop calling it laziness. It is nervous system math. If your brain processes more, manages more, absorbs more, and replays more, of course you feel drained. Second, choose your social environments, like you choose your food. Not everything that looks good is good for you. Some groups are light, some are heavy. Some people feel like home. Some people feel like a job interview. Third, practice micro boundaries. Leave 10 minutes earlier. Say, I cannot stay too long tonight. Take bathroom breaks to reset. Do not answer every message instantly. Protect your energy like it matters, because it does. And finally, remember this. Feeling drained after socializing is often a sign that you care deeply. You notice people. You try to connect. You try to be kind. You try to be understood. But caring without recovery becomes burnout. So the goal is not to become colder. The goal is to become wiser. To socialize with intention. To rest without guilt. To stop performing your worth. Because the real you does not have to be loud to be valuable. The real you does not have to entertain to belong. And the right people will never punish you for needing quiet. If this felt like someone finally explained you, leave a comment with the word recharge. I want to know you are here. And if you want more psychology that makes you feel seen, You know what to do. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.